Hi guys, welcome to the studio. I am here with a small craft haul video. A few days ago, myself and Steve went out just scouring charity shops and stuff. We was actually looking for a little baby walker thing, not the one that you sit them in, the ones that you stand them up against so they can walk with them, because our little Riri is now at that stage where she's standing up, but she can. If you hold her hands, she will walk, but she's not very confident at holding on to things herself and doing it. For those of you not aware, Riri is our granddaughter, and she's 14-month-old. Oh, wow, it's just gone so fast. Yes, so, and of course, we found what we was looking for. We actually found a better version of what we was looking for. And, of course, had to check out all the crafty stuff whilst we was in there. So we went to several different shops, so got several different bundles, and yeah, quite lucky for a change. So I found these, which are vellum quart stacks. They are by Die Cuts with a View. They're from. I can barely read that even with my glasses on. Okay, and they're pretty cool actually. This one is Love and Friendship, so they are just like little vellum inserts. I'd probably say that, I mean, that's not perforated, you just cut across that line there, but I'd say these are more for like sticking inside a card. You know, like when you've got a birthday card or whatever and you open it up and it's got one of these little sheets on that you've lifted up and then you can write underneath, or it's just in there. I think it's more like that sort of thing, but you know, you could just cut things out as well. But yeah, I mean, we've got one here from Ingrid Bergman that says, "A kiss is a lovely trick designed by nature to stop speech when words become superfluous." Yeah, and then I do love nothing in the world so well as you by Shakespeare. There's all sorts. They are really cool. To begin with, I thought maybe they were vellum stickers, but obviously not. No good thing is pleasant without friends to share it, Seneca. Yeah, so I thought, right, well, I have, for family and friends, I have been making quite a bit of cards lately. So I thought, well, they'll be handy to just throw in the stash. So that one is Love and Friendship. It says there's 48 sheets, but I don't know if that's, you know, I don't know. It looks as though it hasn't been used. Yeah, it does look as though it hasn't been used yet, but I don't know. Either way, I'm happy. This one is the same, but it says Celebrations. So, of course, this one is obviously more celebratory things like Mother's Day, Mum and a few of her biggest fans, baptism, our church, the baptism, our son, proud parents, grandparents, family and friends, Father's Day, bar mitzvahs, graduation day. Oh, that's pretty cool. The school I attended, favourite class, least favourite class, my best friend, and then my signature. That's pretty cool. Oh, look, and then that one is a repeat. Honouring Grandma on Mother's Day. Aw, so cute. Grandma, we love you. You're our bright and shining star. You've set an example of love and service that made us happy when we were small and makes us proud today. Oh, how cute is that? Yeah, what's this one? We give thanks for all our blessings. New Year's party. Oh, cool. 4th of July there as well. My first makeover. Cute. Been there, done that, yeah. Oh, that is just cool. I haven't really had a proper look through them. This one I haven't looked because it's sealed, so let's open it. I apologise in advance for all the sniffling. It is 26 degrees in the studio. It is 28 degrees outside, and my allergies are just away with the fairies right now, despite taking my meds. So yeah. So this one says it's all about girls. So we've got a child fills a place in your heart you never knew was empty. I have a cross stitch of that I got my mum to do, that says a grandchild fills a place in your heart that you never knew was empty. And I really love it. I've had it for years. When in doubt, accessorise. All American girl. Attitude, it's a way of life. Angel. That'd be nice for somebody called Angel. Is it focusing okay? I'm not sure. I think I forgot to set the exposure. There we go. Boy crazy. Daddy's girl. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Oh, diva. Oh yeah. Girl power. Girl talk. Girl yeah, loving it. So they will go into my stash with card toppers and things that I have. Obviously, like I said, for when I make cards for family and friends. This, oh, I was well happy to get this. Steve actually found it. It was just kind of hidden up on a shelf somewhere, and he's like, what does that, what's that? So we pulled it down to have a look at it, and it's a stamp. I don't know whose it is, like, meaning I don't know the brand. There is no brand on it. There weren't even a price on it, and because there were no price on it, he gave it me for 50p, the guy in the shop. Yeah, but when I got home, I did stamp it on a piece of paper, and then I cut it smaller to stick it on here so I have a rough idea what's on it. And it's all like sentiments and things, so it's like be kind, dream big, when you love what you have, and then whatever else it says, let all that you do be done in love, believe in the beauty of your dreams, start each day with a grateful heart. I remember when I stamped it, I saw that and I was like, oh, Gail. And Gail Agostinelli, for those of you who don't know, she says that a lot. Yeah, make your dreams happen, laugh lots, choose happy, live simply, the most beautiful things. Obviously, it's more extended than that. There'll be more words on it than that, but that was just so that I know roughly what the stamp is about. But also, if you just do pretty much like we do sometimes when we just want a bit of script in the background and we're not really bothered what it says, that is kind of like the perfect swirly lettering and stuff to just partial stamp. But yeah, well happy with that. I will do a reverse image search on Google and see if I can actually find out what brand it is, because it's just gorgeous and I would like to be able to give the correct information when I'm using it. But yeah, see what's been stamped on here. There has been something stamped on there. It is not what's on the stamp, I don't think. So yeah, the simplest thing was to just stamp it on a plain piece of paper and then just do that and glue it on. So yeah, really, really happy about that at 50p. Then I spotted this, and it's like, oh my gosh, I've got to have it. I'm not sure what's in there other than bingo stuff, but I've got to have it. It had a sticker on for £2, and then there's a one over the top of it with £1 on it. So it's like, yes, I'm having that, because just these books alone here in the UK are like £2 or £3 each. So I'm like, well, I'm having that because there's 2 books there. It looks as though there's one inside, but it's also got this little case as well. And I buy these off Amazon and they're not cheap. So I'm like, yeah, at £1 I'm having it. Even at £2, I'm not, I'm not fussed. I know why they do it, but it bugs me when they wrap everything up in tape. But obviously, I used to work in a charity shop, I know why they do it. But yeah, it just really bugs me sometimes, because this is what happens and it sticks to everything. But for the sake of £1, it's not worth complaining about. She says complaining. But yeah, so we've got a blue pad here. Then we've got a green pad here, and I don't think they've been used with the look of it. I think maybe this one has. It does look as though some of it's been torn. This one doesn't look like it's been used, but does it matter? You know, because you've got a full sheet, or you just obviously, they are perforated. Then yeah, you know, you could just, you know, do that and use that singular. So there's a lot in there from a crafter's perspective anyway. So, ugh. And then of course it always leaves sticky on everything. However, oh look, there's the blue ones. So yeah, and this little case thing is pretty decent. Like I said, I have loads of these. I buy them in like, not packs, but in multiples off Amazon, quite regular, because I love using them for storage. Right, well that's probably the two that have come out of the blue book, obviously. Oh, we've got a green one here. Oh look, a paler blue one here, like a turquoisey one here. So they've obviously come out of there. Awesome. That is pretty cool. Yay. Oh, I really love that. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, so there's what, 4 pads? Well, you know, equivalent of 3 if you put them together, but 4 different colours and a little case to put them in, all for £1. Awesome. Alright, now this very much intrigued me because, yeah, it's got stamps in it, but I recognise some of these stamps. So we're on the bric-a-brac section. Well, it's on the crafty section, but it's come under bric-a-brac, and it was £2, and it's all taped up. So I recognise some of these stamps, but I know they're not authentic. However, I have seen this happen many times on YouTube channels where some crafters have been slated for using branded stamps that are not by the original maker. Now, if makers or whatever are going out of their way to deliberately find these stamps and purchase them, fair enough. However, like me, if you buy bundles of stamps like this from charity shops, or you are given them by friends, family, whatever, when they've seen them in charity shops and things like that, or on markets, then, you know, I'm sorry, but not exactly going to turn it down. So, we have this one, which is like stitching and things. Now, this one is an original. It says it here. 2007, hot off the pressing ink, so incorporated. See our website, www.paperpizzazz.com. So, well, that'll be easy to find which stamp it is, and then I can sort it. Now, this, I recognise it, but I couldn't tell you whose it is. Yeah, I do recognise that as a branded stamp, but I don't know who by, but super cool anyway. Then we have like a map, upside down. Yeah, so we've got like a world map. That's pretty cool. That'd be nice as a background. We've got some leaves. Oh, gotta love the leaves. And then we've got, oh, circle one. Oh, I love these. Do you know, I never know what to do with circles. So, yeah, when you've got these kind of stamps, or, I mean, just use normal stamps and stamp it into the circle, then it makes it more interesting. But I just never know what to do with them other than turn them into charms. But I think that's a bit boring sometimes. Then we've got this one. I like that. That'd be a nice background stamp. This one I do know is a Tim Holtz one. I suspected that was in there because that was at the back and I could see through to this one, and it's like, I know that design, hence why I very quickly grabbed the set. Yeah, so I will look up I've got a rough idea which set it is, but I will look it up and then I will write on it so that we know when I'm using it whose it is and what the CMS number is. Yeah, but I know Tim Holtz doesn't do the clear cling stamps, so these are not an original, but they are Tim Holtz. I know that for definite because I've seen him using these in videos. But yeah, but you know, as sad as it is that people are, you know, or not people, but companies are, you know, taking other people's designs and whatnot. Yeah, it is sad, but you know, like I said, when you find them in a bundle like this in a charity shop or whatever, yeah, then yeah, you needs must. This one seems familiar as well. So, but I will reverse image search these on Google anyway and put the appropriate information on the back. So yeah, I was definitely not leaving those, a bundle like that at, what did I say it were it £2? Yeah, and then Steve found this as well. Honestly, I love taking him shopping. Yeah, it was on the shelf like that, up like that, and it was just up on the thing, and he's like, oh, what's this? It looks like a bit of a watercolour-y thing, thinking colouring book or something like that. And then when we looked again, it was like, oh, it's a blank jigsaw. And it is A4, and it's blank jigsaw pieces, and there's 4 sheets. So it's like, oh my goodness, that is awesome. So we will be using these, one of these anyway, at some point in a video. But I need to find a design I really like and then print it borderless. Because this is A4, so obviously the A4 sheet will cover the whole thing. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I also kind of wish I still had my A3 printer, because I could have printed something A3 and then stuck it over the top, and then, you know, we'd have had plenty to cut off, rather than making sure we get it all glued on properly. But yeah, that is cool. That is going to be so fun to play with. It really is. Yeah, so. And that is that, guys. So, I love that stamp so much. Yeah, so, quite an awesome haul. Like I said, including the little walker thing for the grandbaby that we initially went looking for. That were only £2.50 as well, and instead of being the plastic wheelie walk along things, this is a wooden one. It's like a cube, and it's got all the different things, interactive things all the way around it, and then obviously a handle on it. Oh, she loves it, but she's just not quite confident enough to walk without us supporting her on it, even though it's not going anywhere. She's just, yeah, she's just finding her feet. Well, she's just found her feet at the moment, but she's not got much confidence with it, unaided by us. So, but she's doing great. It's awesome. Yeah, so there we go, guys. I will apologise for my lack of content over the last 12 days now. What are we on? 12th? Yeah, Saturday 12th of July. My last video went up on the 30th of June, which was the Creep on June finale sort of wrap-up video. Things have just been hectic. Here in the UK, we are having a month-long heat wave, and I don't really want to complain, but ugh is all I can say. And allergies, of course, not happy. Yeah, so I just thought I'd come on with this video. You know, these sorts of videos are quick and easy to do, and it's a video on the channel, if nothing else. But I do have other things in mind. I've also been doing a bit of studio organising in the background, so yeah, hopefully I'll be back to filming very soon, because now I can find things again. I'm thinking on Thursdays, not necessarily every Thursday, but on Thursdays I'm thinking we may do like a throwback Thursday type edition sort of thing, and I'm thinking maybe those days are the ones where we go back to unfinished projects like these. So I've got like the altered journal that, I mean, it wasn't a specific, I'm altering this journal and it has to be done by XYZ. It was just as and when I want to do something different, blah, 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 I'll grab this and we'll work in it. But then I haven't done anything in it for quite some time. So, yeah, I think we'll revisit that along with a few other different projects and things. I wondered where that had gone. An empty book. Yeah, so that is Thursdays, or yeah, Thursdays. That will be like a throwback Thursday. When well, kind of not first started my channel, but a few years ago, I did do a tutorial Thursday kind of series. Again, I don't think it was every week, but it was on Thursdays, and I think, just for a bit of easy content, I think I'm going to revisit those tutorials and do them again, like pretty much exact sort of thing, if I can, or not exact to what they were, but the concept of it, whatever I made, I'll make it again, but in my style now, because again, that just gives a bit more content, easy content for me to do. And obviously, because we're doing the throwback Thursdays, that will maybe be on a Tuesday, a tutorial Tuesday, or I can alternate tutorial Thursday and throwback Thursday. I don't know yet, we will see. Yeah, so that's my plan for now. I'm not going to lie, guys, after Creep on June, I'm kind of at a bit of a loss as to what to do and what I want to do. I just threw myself into that so much. It's like, when it comes to an end, it's like, well, what do we do now? And you kind of have a bit of a lull. I don't know if anybody else feels like that. I know there's a few people that are doing the Creep on June feel like that, because they've said in the videos, but it is very strange. That feeling is very strange. It's not often I get that. But yeah, so I am going to love you and leave you guys. I'm going to go and get changed because I'm soaking wet through with sweat. Yeah, so take care, guys. Stay safe. If you are anywhere in the UK that is having this heat, please, please, please stay hydrated, and don't forget to, you know, eat as well. But definitely, definitely stay cool, stay hydrated, and yes, and of course, take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you so much for your support in general, and all you new subscribers that come along from the Creep on June collaboration. Thank you so much, and yeah, I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoyed the project. Whatever's not been done to the journal and stuff from Creep on June will continue again. I'll pick it back up and we'll continue it in October for the Halloween theme, because of course it just fits the Halloween theme as well. But yeah, hopefully by then I'll come up with a few new ideas and things to use the kits for, and bits of stuff that we've got left over. But yeah, so I am off to go and cool down. Yeah, so take care, guys, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.